Tass, who's at the top of your naughty list here?
Golden State Warriors, because they had a bit of a deja vu against OKC. A few weeks ago, we remember Chet Holmgren hit a huge three, a tie game going into that buzzer at the end of regulation.
Yeah.
So they go into overtime. They beat Golden State. They also had some discussions. Hey, maybe we should have fouled him, so maybe he goes to the free throw line. Flash forward. Friday, OKC inbounding, down 3, and 8 seconds left. Draymond Green kind of went for the steal. And he was just a little out of place. Chet caught it, and Draymond Green fouled him too late. If he didn't go for that steal, maybe the foul puts him on the floor. But Chet was shooting. He goes to the free throw line, hits all 3. They win in overtime. It's also kind of a deja vu because of how they turned it over. They had 29 turnovers against OKC on Friday, the most ever in the Coach Kerr era. The last 2 were Curry throwing a horrendous pass, just no reason, and Draymond Green throwing it into the crowd. So they're doing some things that they've been doing recently. They blew a 24-point lead to Sacramento. Late turnovers, just throwing it around, same thing. And other turnovers causing them to blow other leads. They blew a 22-point lead against the Clippers, and then they've blown a 14 and 18-point lead to OKC in 2 games. If they win those games, they don't give up those huge leads. They're 14-8. They are now 10-12 after starting 5-1. It's a roller coaster. They are at the bottom of this roller coaster. They're relying on the vets to just figure things out. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they absolutely do not. They're fighting through it. They're absolutely fighting through it, and they're playing Jonathan Kuminga to join the old guys. But they just can't not turn it over at times, and they just kind of give up on when they have big leads. So that's very strange to see that.
Feels like the turnover issue has been sort of one thing that's always plagued this team, even throughout the dynasties. It's like when they just get loosey-goosey with it or just make weird decisions, and that can come back to bite them in the ass. But yeah, I didn't realize they had blown that many games already this season. I know a 15-point lead really isn't much anymore, but still, when you're getting up into the 20s, that counts for a little bit.
Yeah, this one was 14. No big deal, right? Like, that was a smooth blowing of the lead. Yeah, turnovers have always been a problem for the Warriors. That was a big supposed advantage of having Chris Paul this season, is that he would help maintain possession of the ball. But at this point, the Warriors have just taken enough of a step backwards that the fact that they turn the ball over like they do, they just can't make up for it, right? Like, they can't overcome that as a disadvantage. So, yeah, I mean, disappointing for the Warriors to lose yet another game at home as well, to lose it the exact opposite way that you lost the first time. And you're totally right, Tass. That was just a bad gamble by Draymond. If they're planning on fouling when the ball is inbounded, he should have just focused on fouling. I mean, you see the ball drifting over your head, understandable to want to take a chance at it, but that chance is what sent the game to overtime.
For sure.